What's going on, everyone? This is Jordan with Conquer Trading and Investing. In this video today, we're going to be talking about the bullish case for Bitcoin. Now, later in the week, we're going to be looking at the bearish case, but right now we're going to look at the bullish case for Bitcoin. And we're going to do that in such a way, it's going to change the way that you see the market forever. You're really going to enjoy this. Let's get into the video. And I'm going to start off with one thing. I'm going to start off with showing you that it was around the last time that we did a video together, a YouTube video. It was on the 9th of December, and it was called the Bitcoin bull market breakout prediction. Since then, price has risen above the previous cycle ceiling, and it has risen 50% into the $25,000 resistance. With that in mind, we're going to pick up this analysis, and we're going to do that by removing this overhead resistance. You can see that right now, that's not coming into play in the market. If price should break above this $25,000 resistance, this was the Luna low, and the rally from the collapse of 3 arrows and Celsius, the rally into the Luna low. It's the rally that we've since found resistance after breaking out of the log scale, the bear market trend line, and we've come into that resistance, and since then we have pulled back significantly. You see that this line over here, a lot of people think that the breakout of the Bitcoin log scale breakout has been nullified or invalidated once we broke down from this line. I'm going to show you right now why this line carries a much higher precedence over the one that we just looked at, the one that most people have been focusing on. To do that, I'm going to show you something that's really going to change the way that you see this current market, that you see markets in general. And I'm going to do that by first. And I'm going to point out a lot of things to you as I do it. I'm going to go ahead and show you as like a pointer as we do it. Before we get started, if at any time you enjoy the content, please go ahead and hit the thumbs up. If you would like to leave a comment, go ahead and do that. And if you're not yet subscribed to the channel, go ahead and do that now for regular content. I want to go ahead and show you by adding in this line over here at the bottom. You can see that this line is connecting this point over here, this low from November 2022, and then over here at January 31st. These two touches are going ahead, and I'm drawing this line. Now, if I go ahead and I add that line over to here, you can see the one touch that occurred over here. And now it's quite clear that price was able to find support here. And then again, after the breakout, remember the log scale breakout of the bear market has occurred. That's where the price came in for the retest. It was a confluence of two areas. It was the trend line itself, which I'm highlighting, and then it was this area right over here. And then you can see this is also where price has found support thus far. Okay, let's keep going, and then we'll look at what potentially happens next. To do that, I'm going to go ahead and just continue moving this. And I want you to focus on these points that I'm showing so that you could see where I click the mouse, that you could see this is where the market structure has found resistance and then support over and over again. If I extend that line out, you're seeing the collapse of 3 arrows in Celsius. This is the lowest point of that, and that is the current resistance the market has just found in conjunction with the 25,000 area of the Luna low. If we continue going out further, I just want you to focus on these areas, your eyes, again off the top over here. And I just want you to see what I'm trying to do is show you why this angle here, why this current trend line price is testing. Now, it doesn't mean it's going to hold, but as it currently tests it, why it carries a greater significance than this trend line over here that a lot of people have been focused in on. Let's continue going up, and I just want to show you the beauty of the market and the symmetry that is occurring. You could see it very clearly, the one touch there, then again, before the breakdown. Here, you could see where price established itself more, and on the way up, you could see the same exact angle. Remember, we took this trend line off of this low and that touch over there to get the symmetry of the market. It doesn't stop there. Look at those perfect touches. Look where price broke down. Look at the wick. This is where price broke down. If I come further, I can find out where those closes were being established. And then let's go up further. Let's keep going. Let's go all the way up. And let's see what happens if I go ahead and add a few more. Look at that one touch over here. You see that one touch? And then look, resistance, resistance, resistance. And that right there is the beauty of the market. Let's not stop. Let's go ahead. And this is attractive to me. Let me go ahead and move the line over to here. And this was, if you remember, that October 2021 pullback. And look at that beauty. I'm going to go ahead and just continue showing the structure of the market here with you. And then we could just ultimately get into what could happen next. There's a couple of more that I'm going to point out because they're just so beautiful and apparent. I'm going to come off that top over there and just get a look at what happened over there. And then you could see resistance, support, and then when it broke, that was the resistance. And check this out. Look how this ends with a nice cherry on top. Look at that perfect touch. Look at that perfect touch from the October to the November 2021 all-time high. If you then bring that back down, that same exact angle of the trend line, it is and was established all the way down over here, you could see why now this trend line over here carries much more weight than this pale line over here. I have this trend line that a lot of people were looking at and saying, well, this breakout of the that has occurred from this bear market trend line is now nullified. I'm going to go ahead and just remove that line because this is definitely more signal for us. And then I want you to go ahead and notice that we are putting in a series thus far of higher lows. Now I'm talking about the bullish case for Bitcoin here. And remember, that was done the last time we had a video over here together on the channel was December 9th. And that was before we've seen this massive up move. If you want to go back to that video and review the analysis we shared in that area, go ahead. But being that we're on the right side of the market here, we're going to continue and we're going to look for when this possibly breaks down. I have a very clear line over here, but you saw as we looked at the market structure going all the way back to the all-time high, that often what you would see is sometimes in these areas over here, price establishing that area of support. And then right here, you could see it, that resistance. And then other times it would wick below. And if I move this down over here to this wick, this wick that we wicked down to recently, below there, I would say that there's nothing in the way. And there's nothing in the way into two areas. We have this trend line, log scale, bear market breakout that is in effect and is currently holding. Since it's broken out, we've seen a higher high and a lower high. So structurally, it still looks very good. I'm going to bring this down now, and I'm going to bring this down right around this area. Now, you see here on the daily time frame, we touched this perfectly once. Do you see that we wicked into that again? And do you see over here that this is also where price closed right at this level? I would assume that if we lose this current level, that we could drop down into this area. This area from market is about, or roughly, let's say about a little more than 6% away from market. If that were to happen, we would be seeing a couple of different things occur. We'd be seeing, first of all, a lower low on a swing low basis. Now we would still be above this resistance from the bear market. This trend line over here on the breakout thus far has been tested quickly once, and then a bigger test over here. And it is possible that price could come all the way down and test it. What would be interesting, if I go ahead and clone this line to show you, I'm going to put 2 in really quick, and I'm going to bring this down right around off the top of these wicks over here. Well, I'm going to bring it down a little further. My eye was attracted to this area here. My eye was attracted here to that touch and to where they were closing over here. And I would assume that price could have a confluence of support that I'm highlighting over here. And then from the trend line breakout in that area, that is a decent sized pullback. That's over 10% from where we are. That's a big move. Now below that, and I'm kind of developing here what the bearish case would be. but I'm going to get into that more detailed and show you the bearish case for Bitcoin later in this week. So again, if you're not yet subscribed with notifications on, go ahead and do that. But right now, this is the bullish case for Bitcoin. We're continuing our analysis. Everything does look good. I could see that we need to obviously break above that $25,000 area. Let's get an exact reading on that. We have it at almost a whole number, right above $25,000 as that resistance that we came into. That's been on our radar, right? From the time we did the video talking about it, it looked like that we were getting ready for a bull market breakout. Just because we've had a breakout and just because we're starting to make some positive repairs, it does not mean that the low is in or anything like that. We'll have to take it day by day, week by week. But what we're seeing right now is very positive signs. This could be faded, and it could be faded quickly. We have, don't forget, lots of jobs data this week. We have Powell testifying tomorrow and on Wednesday. And then following Tuesday, we have the CPI data. It's going to be not only a volatile week, it's going to be an important week to find out what the future direction is going to be. We're going to follow it off the technicals. This breakout is still looking good. Now, it could break down. It could break down quickly. Don't forget, it's about a 6% move into the first trend line we have over here and about a 10% move to go lower. That's a decent size move. Make sure you're aware. What about upside breakouts from where we are? This is, or it could be support that we've tested right here, that we've fallen back into. We have yet been able to resume off of it. It looks like it's holding. It looks like it's vulnerable in order to see any type of resumption towards this resistance. Let's just go ahead and draw in what a buy impulse would look like. And we would have to get above that line. It looks like right now that breakout is above 23,000. And then that would send us probably and likely looking to test the upside support, the upside resistance, excuse me. That's about an 8% away. We are currently pretty neutral right now. We are in a very neutral position after seeing that massive run up, 50% up. And you can see the consolidation that's taking place. You can look at it from this type of angle that I'm highlighting right now, which is very clear. And you can see that momentum has shifted and we are consolidating and it's sideways. It could go either which way. There's no trade to be had here. If you are a short-term minded trader, then you are watching that buy impulse that I've pointed out for you. We are currently into support. A breakout above here, breakout above this resistance, that opens up the door for potentially a move in towards 25,000. It's an 8% move. A breakdown over here, you could use the lowest wick over here, and then a breakdown below there. That would then stop loss set above the buy impulse, right? It's above this area of support. If that breaks, it should be resistance. And above that buy impulse, depending on whatever distance you have over here, that would be how you set your position size. There is a greater than a 2-to-1 risk to reward coming into that first area of support we pointed out, which is about 6% from that entry, and then potential to even move forward towards that 10%. That's moving on to about a 3-to-1 risk to reward ratio. For those that are swing traders, I would wait for a better setup. Remember, we were taking and looking for the moves down over here. I would want to see the momentum is still up. It is waning. It is going sideways, but we would need to see a breakout to the upside for any type of potential upside area. Breaking above 25,000, that then opens up the door for further upside. Again, we have two areas of support, right? Resistance right above it. One at 28,000 and another at around 32,000. And just let me show you how far away they are. That is about another 12% move and then another 27% move. That's where we're at for today. If you enjoyed the analysis, leave me a comment below. I'll be looking to respond to them right now. God bless you all. Have a beautiful day, everyone.